welcome to our Metabolic Monday. And we have a special guest on here, but I just wanted to give a little background on that before we went there. And then I guess I'll do announcements after a while, Daniel. Is that good? All right. And my friend Dwayne had introduced me to our next special guest, and I couldn't believe the health challenges that she'd been through and was going through. And so, she was a mess. And I told Daniel about it because, she was just kind of at the end of her rope. And I told Daniel, and Daniel, his response was, "That's great." Both of us knew that there was hope in what we were doing here with Limbic Arc, and we just wanted Terri to try it. So here's what we did is she told me all these, I couldn't even remember all the things. I couldn't even write down all the challenges that she was having. So we went back because 2 days after she started with Limbic Arc, she did a testimonial of what the challenges were. And because what we wanted to do was document her progress for those of you that are Canadians. And so that's what we did. And she shared that first time. So we got just a small audio clip that we're going to play for everybody. And then we'll introduce our special guest after that. So Daniel, are you queued up and ready to go?
Yeah, here we go. Just one sec. Got to go to advanced over here, share, and then you let me know if you can hear it. Let me put it to the beginning.
And I go down to Orlando, Florida for a fishing conference and decide I'm going to fish behind a public store in Orlando, and I got bit by a tick. The doctors now believe that was the second bite that I had had. The first bite would have been 2007 at the cottage. And we now know Avril Lavigne has Lyme disease and her cottage is 12 away from mine. So it all sort of makes sense to, where my life sort of changed and how it really changed. So I found myself on July the 10th, 2012 with a small bite in my leg. I thought it was a thorn of some kind. I pulled it out. I had no idea what a tick really was and ended up almost killing myself because of it. I ended up with sepsis meningitis and Lyme disease, ehrlichiosis, and my fight for my life started. I spent 9 days in intensive care fighting for my life. The doctors told me it was very, very close, and I had a 6-hour window of bringing lawyers in so I could write a will, saying goodbye to my family. It was pretty an emotional time and a difficult time. But I thought, hey, I survived. I walked out of the hospital on my birthday. I was the happiest woman ever. I wasn't going to let anything let me down. It didn't matter, except that what I didn't know was when you've had sepsis meningitis, your life changes forever, and you are forever with things happening. So I then got diagnosed with skin cancer, breast cancer, thyroidism, high blood pressure, diabetes type 2, erosive arthritis, osteoarthritis. I know this is hard for people to believe. I have fibromyalgia, but fibromyalgia, I truly believe, is just the overview of every single thing that was wrong added up. I now have rheumatoid arthritis, and this rheumatoid arthritis is now in my feet, in my knees, in my hands, my arms, my shoulders, and it's also in my lungs. And so 8 days from now, I'm supposed to start chemotherapy to try to get this under control. And I thought, no, I'm taking this upon myself right now. I believe that this has somehow, however it's working. I'm hearing great testimony, and I need to see if this is an option versus going through the chemotherapy route. And Dwayne has been my number one supporter and has helped me so much with everything else that has gone on. I have tried the colloidal silver, Protandim. I'm not sure. I thought that it was working, which it probably was. However, once my immune system starts working, the problem I have is it starts killing me because I really have to deplete my immune system to be able to stay alive. Otherwise, it's just eating away at my body. So here I find myself in this really sort of, am I going to get out of 2020? That's my actual saying is making it to 2021 will be like a really special day.
There we go.
Awesome. So that was Terri 2 days after we met her, and she started coming over to Limbic Arc and saying, well, I've tried everything else. I might as well give this a go. And so we've been tracking Terri's progress all of this time. And so I wanted to bring on our special guest today for an update, because she is so busy lately, we can't get a hold of her most of the time. So Terri Mackinnon, all the way from Canada, are you with us? Hey, there you are. Hi, Terri.
Hi guys. Oh my God. I wore not waterproof mascara. So you guys just got me. So if you see black all over my face, oh my God, it doesn't seem that long ago. And yet I am 100% a different person. I guarantee, from where I was back then. I don't have one node. Look at my hands. Look, if you look at my hands, I don't have one node. Do you remember how many nodes? I had popped out node, node, a node here. They're gone. They're gone. And I have not started chemotherapy. I didn't go on that progress. I haven't taken any meds. All I'm doing right now really is limbic. And I do have to still do some CBD for some things. But outside of that, really and truly, once limbic gets CBD going, I'm off everything. So until then, absolutely, I can't even say how much my life has changed. I look different. I feel different. I think that would have been a good one, a good split screen of before and Terri now, because I was really struggled, and taking that chance and paying that $100 versus paying that MasterCard bill was well worth it. I didn't go into this as an MLM, so that's not really my mindset. However, I have to say honestly, I've had some great people that have joined my team, and now Limbic's paying for itself, which is unbelievable. Like I don't even know what to say. I feel like I owe everybody a gift of, whoever wants to come on. I can show you a different direction that, changed my life and, changed everything for me and stuff. As you said, I am extremely busy. Prosperity helps that, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I put that on, I am telling you, holy God, within 2 weeks, it was just like my bank account has started like actually getting funds in it. I actually have savings, which my daughter is holding for me because she keeps saying, don't spend it. So, I mean, absolutely incredibly remarkable. My health is, I'm happy. It doesn't mean I still don't have moments and days. I need everybody to understand this. There still are some pains. There still are some times. It isn't 100% gone, but it's 98% gone. And I can deal with the 2%, because it doesn't seem to be happening a lot. Sometimes I find that switching around my boosts. Somebody said to me the other day, what are your boosts? Number one, custom, because I have to believe very strongly that we need to reach out for whatever we need. And so that's my number one, custom. My second boost right now is weight loss. And I have not eaten anything different. I've not changed anything. I'm not mentally not eating all my candies and goodies because I still have those bags full. However, I did notice that I'm just really not honestly that hungry. And I've seen clothes size change. I can't tell you what the weight size is because I never weighed myself. It wasn't about that. It was just about maybe just losing some weight and starting to be a little bit more aware. So I tried that for the last 3 weeks and I'm seeing some things happen. I put prosperity on and now I have a real hard time trying to ever take prosperity off and to put something other. So my only one that I can wiggle room now, because I'm going to automatically keep custom and prosperity, is my weight ones. So I'm more than willing to have gained weight in order to be able to try some other stuff if need be. So that's my one that I take off. and change around. Having 3 options, I think, is perfect. You know, having the opportunity to bring friends and family on, I think, is amazing. Who gets to be able to cover your family for $10 a person? Like, who? I don't know any company, any company. Can you imagine calling Mary Kay and saying, hey, do you mind giving my family all their makeup for $10? Come on now, that's not going to happen, you know? So being able to do this and be able to cover my daughter, my grandson, my friends, I am honestly like, I think it's the best possible. And plus it gives me a chance for people to try it themselves. I don't believe that people should, you know, blindly trust, but I believe that I can show them. And I believe that by having an opportunity to, you know, put them on there and let them try it, they're going to see for themselves that are things that are changed. One of the things that continually I hear, the very first thing that people say is the sleep. Their sleep is better. And I'm telling you, you cannot heal your body unless you sleep. You know, you will get doctors that put people into comas so that person can heal. And that is because they need to have sleep in order to be able to accomplish it. So it's the same thing. So I think that Limbic allowing me to sleep properly at night allowed my body to start healing, having it concentrate on the things that I was really needing and stuff, like the vitamins and all the supplements. I used to spend hundreds of dollars, maybe 300 some months on supplements. I don't take any of those anymore. Everything I do is in one small space. I don't have to go to a checkout in a store and go to one store and the other store. It's all there. I look through and they keep adding so much stuff. I have a hard time keeping up. You know, so that's another part that really, you know, gets me. It's given a person an opportunity to get back their life, whether it's financially and they want to have a, you know, an advantage of being able to go out there and do something, or whether it's just giving them the energy to do it. I am like an energy bunny. Remember, we talked about this before, about how one of the things that I, you know, was sort of really hoping for was that I didn't have to sleep all day long. Sleep. I don't even know what that is anymore. You know, I am so busy doing stuff. My businesses are crazy. I'm going to write a new book soon. I've, you know, starting to work on the books that I'd already written and starting to do stuff with them. It's almost, oh, I bought 2 kayaks. So I could actually go out and do things. And now I'm active. And I put them on my roof myself. And I take them off and I put them into the water. Like, come on, people. Do you know what that means? 40 pounds. This girl lifts 40 pounds. Like, that would never have happened. I couldn't even pick up a pencil. So, and picking up, now I get big jars, big water bottles, because I can actually hold them in my hands. I couldn't do that before. So when I look at all the things that are different, I am always going to be thankful to Limbic. I'm going to be thankful to Dwayne, to all of you, to every single one of you, Carl especially, because when at the very start, it was Carl that helped me make sure that we got the right things in line and we did the right things. Having Lyme disease is a total burden on everybody, and your family, everybody, and yourself. But if I can pass this on to other people that are going through some of these autoimmune diseases and can't just get away from the pain of it, then for $100, this is the best bet you're ever going to have. And the beauty about it is I don't have to wait for the mailman to deliver it to me or cross the border and bring it to me, you know. And I don't think people understand that, you know, there's usually delivery charges. There's usually a lot of things on top of it. $100 is nothing, absolutely nothing to be able to spend. I would spend that in a casino in one machine in a very short period of time. Instead, I now have all my health back. I never got that back at the casino. And one of the things I can say to anybody that's there, $25 a week, if you can't just take a chance on that, seriously, this could change you and you could get it back. I make way more than that now. My Limbic isn't expensive anymore. So this is on my 5th month that I'm going into Limbic right now. I started March the 6th was the day that I watched the first one. And I watched that weekend and I listened and I said I would join the weekend after. However, that Monday, which was the weekend I was going to be starting chemo, however, that Monday I took the $100 from my credit card and put it in and thought I might as well start and try it. And we videotaped. I could hardly walk. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get up and down stairs. And that next day, I was at the store with my daughter and I got her to videotape me walking in a store, which hadn't taken place in 7 months. You know, nobody can really truly understand where I came from and where I am, you know, and I'm glad that we've documented my journey because, you know, I mean, having my witnesses to see that there's a transformation that's happened, it's just unbelievable. Even my family can't believe that I'm active again and that I'm, you know, actually able to do things that I, you know, couldn't participate in before. So forever thankful, forever thankful. And all I can say to anybody is you just got to try it. Open your mind up. This was the hardest thing for me to do. I'm very much a fence sitter and I wait until things happen or I wait for stuff to show me. And I took that leap of faith that day and said, okay, you want to show me? Show me. And that within 24 hours, it kicked me. I used to tap my feet on the ground all the time from neuropathy, because I'm a diabetic. And I used to tap, 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 tap. And the woman that I was taking care of said, you didn't tap. That was the first I knew, the very first sign. I went to bed that night, still with a sore foot, woke up the next morning and got up and walked into the bathroom and went, what just happened? You know, so I think that if everybody has remembered March when I first started this, before the pandemic shut us down, I was already shut down. However, now the pandemic isn't keeping me down. I'm now active doing a whole bunch of things and keeping busy. So whether it's business or whether it's just for you to be able to get a more energy and a better feel in your life, for whatever reason, as you know, I'm the doubting Thomas when it comes to, I don't know how this works. All I know is it works. And that's all I'm going to live my life on, is if it works, don't question it. I'm just going to keep going forward. If it stops working, I'm going to call Carl.